Aaron, a lot of guys have talked about the energy in the building this year. What's different about this year compared to in years past, and how would you kind of describe it to people?
Uh, the difference is, I would say, I guess our coaches. I really don't know how to answer that question because like I don't really have a difference yet because they've been here for 3 months, so I was gonna give it like a whole year, things like that. But it's good vibes around here. I can say that.
Eric Boynton.
Yeah, can you kind of give us an idea of what you expect this defense to look like? How much difference is it going to be from early on in your career, and how is your role going to change or morph a little bit?
Uh, as far as from early in my years, this defense, what we should expect is it's gonna be attacking defense. It's gonna be very attacking. That's pretty much it. Really, it's just gonna be very attacking. As far as what I'm taking from right now, I'm just taking everything in and moving forward like that.
Hilmer Granahan.
Yeah, Aaron, obviously you had to decide whether or not you wanted to come back for your fifth year. What made you want to be back and continue playing at South Carolina even after the change?
Just off how I was raised, my mom always taught me to finish what you started, and also Coach P was a big guy in my recruiting when it came to recruiting. So me and him got a good relationship, and it just I ain't really had no reason to leave.
Yeah. What with him, Coach P being back, and JJ and some of your other guys up front, how nice do you feel with that group and what you guys feel like you can accomplish?
The sky's the limit for us. The sky's the limit. I feel like we're gonna have a good year this year with the guys we got playing on the D line, with the defense we running and stuff like that. I feel pretty good about us.
David Coniger.
Hey, Aaron, thanks for doing this. What does Jordan Strawn bring to this defense? And even though he's a linebacker, what does Debo Williams bring to this defense?
Bring a lot. Both of them guys got good talent. Like they got some talent with them. They bring a lot. It's gonna help us out tremendously throughout this season coming up. They're gonna be a good impact for us.
And a very general question, but how crucial is it to have a strong pass rush in this league?
Very crucial. It's very crucial because in this league, they like to run the ball. Like so, you got to stop the run and get a lot of teams to third down. So that's kind of our mindset: stop the run, get the third down, then get off the field.
Colin Taylor.
Aaron, a lot of guys have come in here and talked about how aggressive this defense is under Coach White. Just I feel like a lot of coordinators say that before each season. What does that look like in spring this year, and how would you kind of describe an aggressive pass rush or an aggressive spot when you're playing defensive end?
Hold on. Can you repeat that question one more time?
Yeah, sorry, that was a little long-winded. What's an aggressive defense look like to you, and what's an aggressive defensive end look like?
Aggressive defense look like to me is like when you cut on the tape and when you see the ball going one way, 11 hats going to the ball. That's like aggressive to me. And I feel like with Coach White, that's all he's preaching. Pursuit to the ball. That looks amazing on film when you see a whole defense running to the ball. Like, that looks good on film.
Eric Boynton.
Yeah, could you give us a little insight into Debo Williams' personality? We talked to him about a week ago, and he seems like a pretty fun guy. We had a pretty good time with him.
Yeah, Debo a fun guy. High energy. That's what I can say from him. High energy. He gonna bring it every day. I like Debo.
Hilmer Granahan.
What's Coach White like? Now that you've been around him for a few months and got to know him, what's he like?
I like Coach White. To me personally, he look like he down to earth. I like Coach White. He cool dude. I like Coach White.